Welcome to Dolce Bella Designs. This is Deb, and today I'm going to share with you a pattern for a headband or ear warmer. This headband or ear warmer is made with a bulky weight yarn, and it is also made with a very simple stitch. It's called the crumpled griddle stitch, or also known as the silt stitch. This silt stitch or crumpled griddle is made using two basic stitches, the single crochet and the double crochet, and it's an alternating use of those two stitches. So to get started on the pattern, let's go ahead and put our examples off to the side. Let's pick up our yarn. Our yarn is a bulky weight yarn, and I'm also using a size K hook to go with this. Be sure when you're using your yarn that you use recommended size for your yarn. I'm going to make a slip knot to begin with, and then I'm going to insert my hook into that slip knot, and we are ready to begin. For this particular pattern, we are going to crochet for an adult size and even number of chains. I am going to go with 60 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have my chain complete, and I have made 60 chains. So we're going to start with the second chain from the hook. We do not count the one that is on the loop that is on our hook. We're going to count 1, 2, and in that second chain from the hook, we are going to start with a single crochet. To make the single crochet, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through both those loops. We have made our very first single crochet. Now we're going to move to the second chain from the hook. We're going to yarn over and insert our hook so that we can make a double crochet. Yarn over, pull up a loop. We now have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. We've made our first double crochet. In the next stitch, or in the next chain, we're now going to go back to the single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through both of those loops. We've now made our next single crochet. We're then going to make a double crochet in the next stitch. Yarn over and insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is our row repeat. Single crochet in one stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet, then double crochet. Repeat that across the row. I will meet you at the end of the row. Okay, I am at the end of my row. I have 2 stitches left. I just did a single crochet. I am now going to do a double crochet. And in the very last chain, I am going to do another single crochet. So with my pattern, I have started with a single crochet at the beginning, and I ended with a single crochet at the end of each row. Now, to do row number 2, we are going to chain 2, which does not count as a stitch. Then we're going to turn, and because I finished with a single crochet on the row before, I am going to start with a double crochet in that same stitch. So go to the bottom of your chain, and that stitch at the bottom of your chain, you're going to do a double crochet. Then in the next stitch, which is a double crochet from the row below, we're going to do a single crochet. Then we're at our next single crochet, we're going to do a double crochet. Then single crochet in the double crochet from the previous row, and double crochet in the next single crochet. So the crumpled griddle stitch, simply a repeat of the single crochet and the double crochet, but you're always going to single crochet in a double crochet and double crochet in a single crochet. So just like in row 1, we started with a single crochet and ended with a single crochet. Row 2, we're going to start with a double crochet and we're going to end with a double crochet. So repeat alternating your single crochet and your double crochet across the row. And I will meet you at the end. Okay, I have reached the end of row 2. I have 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet left on the previous row. I have just done a double crochet. So I'm in the next double crochet, I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to do a double crochet in that very first single crochet at the end of the row. Now we are ready to go on to row 3. This time we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Because we ended with a double crochet, we're going to single crochet at the bottom of that chain 1 in that very first stitch. We're going to single crochet in that double crochet. The next stitch was a single crochet. We're going to double crochet into that single crochet. And so for row 3, we're going to continue that repeat pattern, doing a single crochet into a double crochet and a double crochet into the single crochet, and we're going to do that all the way across. Remember, with row 3 we started with a single crochet, so we're also going to end with a single crochet. So repeating your double crochet and your single crochet, alternating in stitches across. I will see you at the end of the row. Okay, I have reached the end of my row 3. I have a single crochet as my next stitch, so I am going to make a double crochet into that stitch. And then in my last double crochet, I'm going to make a single crochet. I am then going to chain 2 and turn my work. And in that very first single crochet, I'm going to make a double crochet. And in the next double crochet, I'm going to make a single crochet. And I'm beginning row 4. I'm going to repeat that across row 4, double crochet in the single crochet, and single crochet in the double crochet, all the way across row 4. And then I'm going to continue to repeat rows 2 and 3 until I have gotten the width of the headband that I would like. I generally do about 8 rows, and then at the end of my 8 rows or so, when I've gotten the width of the headband that I wish to have, I will meet back with you and show you how to finish up the headband. All right, I have come to the end of my 8th row on my headband, and I have just finished my double crochet. To finish off, I am simply going to chain 1 and pull my yarn through, and I'm going to give myself a fairly long string, and I'm going to take and I'm going to snip that, pull the working yarn out, and then I'm going to take that end of my string and I'm just going to pull that knot very tight. I now have a very long string at the end that I'm going to use to sew my 2 ends together. I'm going to take and I'm going to weave it through the eye of my needle, and to do that I'm going to fold my yarn in half, stick it through the eye of the needle, and pull it through. So I've got it through. I'm going to set that down. Then I'm going to take my 2 ends. I'm going to lay it like this. I'm going to fold it in half. Make sure it's not twisted, but I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to overlap it so that it is halfway the edges are, it's the two middle sections, or the two opposite ends, are overlapped. I'm then going to bring this one over, and I'm going to bring this one behind. So that what I've done is I've taken those two sides and I have folded them, overlapped them like so. I am then going to take my needle with my string, and I'm going to come around over here, and I'm going to just go underneath that first layer, then I'm going to go underneath the middle layer, the second layer, and the third layer, and then back into that corner, and I'm going to pull that string through. And as I pull it through, I'm going to pull that yarn over the top, and I'm going to pull it nice and tight. Then I'm going to come back on the other side, and I'm going to do it again. Go over just a little ways, and I'm going to make sure as you sew through these that you get all 4 layers. And then I'm going to pull my string. I'm going to go over just a little bit more. Again, every time that I go through, I want to make sure that I catch all 4 layers of that headband that I have overlapped. I'm going to go one last time. I'm going to go through that corner, and then I'm going to catch the corner of the one that's in the middle, and then through the last one. That's my last one. And then I'm going to go back through again, and I'm going to make a knot. So I'm going to pull it back through, and then I'm going to pull my needle through that loop before I tighten it. I'm going to make a knot. Now I'm ready to weave in my ends. I'm going to keep the string or the end that's on my needle, and I'm going to just take it and I'm going to weave it through my crocheted fabric. I'm going to go that way a little ways, pull it through. Then I'm going to go back the other way, weaving back in, going in a little different area so I don't have too much of it getting all in the same area. I'm going to pull it through, and this time I'm going to pull it through until I take my needle off. Then I'm going to just kind of pull back just a little bit and make sure that it's nice. Then I can trim that last little edge off. Okay. Now I have one more end from my very beginning, from my chain, that I'm going to weave through my needle. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put this through the other side. That way I don't have both of them on the same, woven through in the same area. So I'm going to just weave it through my work here. Pull it through. And then I'm going to carefully take it back the way I came, making sure just to weave it through again in between the stitches. That just helps secure it a little bit better. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a tug. Then I can trim off that little excess right there. It didn't have a whole lot of extra. And now I'm ready to take it, and I'm going to turn it around like so. And then you have your finished headband. So that is the Twisted Crumpled Griddle Stitch headband. And it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I think that's one of my favorite colors. Again, this is made from a bulky weight yarn, so it was a weight 5 and a size K crochet hook. And you just make it so that it is the diameter of your head, and then have a couple of inches of stretch. All right, thank you very much for stopping by Dolce Bella Designs, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and you'll find a link to the written pattern for this in the description. And until next time, happy crocheting.